Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you for clicking. This is episode 4 on a 4-bedroom house that we are putting up for Philip and Edem. This project is located at Ho, so I call it the Ho project. It's a 4-bedroom, but it's so huge that probably you might think it's a 7-bedroom house, but actually it's just a 4-bedroom house, but very detailed. I like the architecture, very detailed, okay, well thought, okay, and therefore you will need someone to really pay attention to this, especially when it comes to the finishing. You will need that touch, you understand, and you will need people that will take their time, relax, and get you that good finishing so you can enjoy the house once you're living there. Okay, so I'm happy to be part of this project, and we are hoping that everything goes very well. The main focal point will be the roofing, which my carpenter is going to be working on. Joshua Edem will be working on the roofing. The entire project looks like hexagon. If you look at the rooms in the middle, okay, so it needs someone that really pay attention to details. You understand? Yes, you need to make sure. And then also I noticed that such buildings, you need to raise the height of the building properly because of the kind of roofing you're going to have. You understand? It is important that you have your building raised high. So if you count the blocks that have been laid from the overside all the way to the lintel, what you see is the lintel on the top. Okay, those are the lintel beam. And then the door will come. What you see is a beam plate. This wood, we call it a beam plate. Okay, the beam plate is what we use in demarcating the doors and that of the windows. So anytime you see something like this, you know that it's a beam plate. The height from the overside to that level, it's 7 feet. Okay, some people can go beyond the 7 feet, meaning that the door height will be more than 7 feet. Are you with me? Now, so the beam plate you're going to see will be dependent upon, like this one, for instance, this is a beam plate. Okay, now this beam plate is dependent upon the size of the block. You can see it's matching with the block. So if the block is 6 inches, the beam plate should also be 6 inches. Are you with me? If you're laying a 5 inches block, it means that your beam plate will also be a 5 inch, which is a 1 by 5. You understand? So those are all beam plates. We use them in demarcating the door beams and then that of the windows. You understand? So for instance, here, if you count the block, I think we are raising it to almost about 10 cores or even 11 cores. And then the lintel beam will come. After the lintel beam, we're going to lay 4 courses of the block. Okay, 4 courses. At some point, I believe that there should even be more than 4 courses based on the design. Based on the design that we have. Yes, if you look at the 3D, some portion are projecting upper than the other location. So that gives that beauty of the entire project. Okay, so I'm happy to have Mr. Steven work on this project. Okay, yes, it is a great achievement for myself and the entire team. Okay, there's no other project that we can work on. Yes, all you need is to bring us the drawing. Once we get a drawing, we have to review the drawing. Once we review the drawing, I'm going to prepare an estimate for you. Okay, yes, and it is the main reason why I have come to notice that, sometimes some drawings are really huge. It takes all the time. It might even take a month for you to be able to come up with the entire details. You understand? And therefore, I'll urge most of you to exercise patience. Some people pay money and the next day they expect to get the estimate, but mostly it is between 15 to 20 days. 15 to 20 days. I specify that time because I am not home 24/7. I'm going to work, my shift will change. Sometimes I'm being called on emergency, so I have to leave and go and come. So All those days are factored in, and that is why I give that time 15 to 20 days, so I could at least get the estimate done before the 20 days. Yes, and since it's a compilation of various artisans, which is that of carpentry, masonry, plumbing, electricals, and steel bending works, you really need to take your time to ensure that the quantities as been mentioned are exact, and if possible a little bit of tolerance. You understand? Yes, it is very important. So look at the back of the entire project. Is this not huge? It has this three carport garage. Okay, very huge. And this building is being situated on an acre plot of land. Okay, so she has she has an acre of land, which is 4 plots, and the project is almost consuming almost about two, I think, yeah, almost 2.5 plot thereabout. It is so huge. So assuming if the 4 plot and you have the building on a 2 plot, she has 2 plot remaining to do her garden, and other activities on the compound. Here she's using 14 mm for the entire project. Okay, because it's just a ground floor building, she's using 14 mm. 14 mm. Yes. So I urge each and every one, if you're watching and you would need our services, kindly do not hesitate. Reach out to me, or you can contact my foreman, Mr. Stephen Opon, and he will assist you. Okay, you can write to me directly. My name is Mr. Bright. I'm the CEO of B&C Constructions, and my email is brightantonio@outlook.com. You understand? And we can exchange contacts, and then we can talk about your building plan and the kind of project that you want to put up. So from the top view, you're viewing the whole block plan of the house. Isn't this beautiful? Look at the shape, the hexagon, the pentagon shape in the middle. Okay, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. And you have the bedrooms on the other far end. Look at that. Look at that. I just love the architecture. I just love it. It's so beautiful. The pillars, the columns alone brings that beauty. So if you don't get the columns right and the blocks are not being laid correctly, man, you're gonna mess it up. So look how I like rooms, when rooms are demarcated, where it looks like you're playing a war game. Yes, so you have to move from this point and try to locate the other room. It's very nice, very nice. So I think Steven and the team spent almost a month in doing this project. Yes, they spent a month in doing this project, and this is a lot of blocks right here. So what are some of the amenities that you need in case someone wants to build? First, you need to get your land. Once you get your land, please register it. Most people feel as though, okay, I have to do something on the land, but it is true. You can be doing something on the land and someone will go and register your land, and whatever property you have on the land is gone. According to the court of law, you don't owe any property because you've not registered your land. So try as much as possible, in as much as you're trying to put something on the land, be in the process of registering the land so that you know that this land belongs to you. That is one. You can get your blocks on the land. You can get your chippings. Sometimes you can get your sand if it is positioned well, so that when it rains, it doesn't wash them away. You can get your stones, which is the chippings, for the foundation work, and to the substructure work. You can have 3 trips of chippings and 3 trips of sand. Okay, once you have this on the land, you're good to go. And then we look, if it's a 5-bedroom house that you want to put up, or it's a 4-bedroom house, you will need at most 2,500 blocks. When I say 2,500 blocks, you might not use all, perhaps you might use all depending on the slope of the land. You understand? Depending on the slope of the land, we might want to increase the height of the footings. So 3 blocks will go down into the trench, and probably another 3 blocks will be projecting upwards, making a height of 6 cos of the block. You understand? In that case, you might need close to 2,000 or 2,005 depending on the layout of your project. So if you have a big hall, you have a guest room, a kitchen, and that all of that, let's say utility room, laundry room, you might need close to 2,000 blocks to do that. Okay, sometimes maybe less, but I don't want to go and buy 1,000 blocks and then you get stuck on the way. So when you have 6 inches solid quarry dust block, it is there. When they finish, the remaining ones will be there. You can use it for the continuation, which is a substructure. You understand? So you need blocks 6 inches for the foundation. Quarry dust, it is very, very important. Quarry dust 6 inches. Okay, so you got your chippings, 3 trips, your sand, 3 trips. Okay, and then you can prepare money for your cement and that of your iron rods, because those items, since you don't have your own place to store them, if you're not careful, someone might steal them. If your project is within your existing project, then that's fine. You can buy all the materials and keep them in the house. But if it's an isolated area like this one, it means that you can't store materials at the site. Someone might take them. Also, you need water. Water is very, very important. Either you're buying a poly tank to store water, or you're going to drill a borehole. Okay, I think if you have the money, you can go in for a borehole. But because the boreholes are now 18,000, 19,000, and they are 20,000, depending on the type that you want. If you need a hydro fracture, that will cost you more. You understand? So yeah, but if you can invest in a borehole, I think that is okay, because you will use it for the rest of your life. If not, you have to get a poly tank, and then we have to buy water whenever we need. And one disadvantage is that sometimes you're not careful, since the project is not continuous and you don't have good people to look over the poly tank. You might have people stealing the poly tank away from you, and poly tanks are quite expensive, 5,550 for the 5,000 liters. You understand? So you have to really be very strategic. For me, I will always buy the poly tank, and I'll make sure that once we are done, we have to go and keep it in a safe place. Whereas when we come back again, because the project is not going to be continuous, it's going to be in phases. You understand? So that is it. So I urge you, if you are right in your 50s, this is the time. Don't wait anymore. Okay, all you have to do is locate the right people. I'm not saying chinchine try, give it to me. If you feel that you want me to do your project for you, I'm here to help you. If you have people that you believe that can do the project for you, please go ahead and do it from them. My goal is that don't come and be crying and say obiye di usika. That is why I ask you to come to me. Me ndi usika, me mfanya shey. I want to make a name. You see, I believe in that. I want to make a name. I want you to know, say, there are good people out there, and therefore it can be done. So after the lintel, you see 4 course of the block being laid. Are you with me? This increases the height of the room. It increases the height of the room, so that after this, the roofing have been laid, the wood trusses, and then the ceiling bottoms, and then you do your plaster board, and then you do your screeding, and then do your tiling. Still, you have that appreciable height, probably 2 meters, 2.6 meters thereabout. All right, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and let's say congratulations to Philip and Edem for this gigantic building. It's so beautiful. We encourage them that they should gather more strength, more money, and it's possible. From me to you, it's shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye-bye.